This is In the Middle with Josh and Sarah Siders. We get it. You're probably going through something that's asking you to dig deep, think differently, and hold on against the odds.
So these are our thoughts about starting new things, shutting some things down, and being with you, right there in the middle.
Welcome back to the In the Middle podcast, the podcast for those of us who haven't arrived yet. I'm Sarah.
I'm Josh. Good to have you here with us.
Yes, good to be back
Yes.
once again.
Yeah.
And we're keeping the theme light for summer, light and airy.
Yeah.
No humidity, just a nice indoor 71 degrees type of topics.
We can all use a break from that.
Yes, yes. The rest of the world is cray.
Yeah. So we have a sponsor that relates to the episode today.
Okay. Well, thank you to our sponsor, who is
The Buffer Zone.
Ooh.
The Buffer Zone, helping couples survive the nightly couch negotiation with an expandable armrest, snack caddy, and built-in passive-aggressive divider.
Wow. I'll take two.
Yeah.
I want one for each side.
Yeah, that's right. So there's no kids that come over on the other side, right? You just need your space.
Yeah. You've got to have it like available for like in-laws, kids, and then another one for like, I don't know, vacations, like a travel size.
Yeah, true.
Okay, just recommendations for the product series for Buffer Zone. Yes, great ideas there. Thank you to the Buffer Zone for bringing our episode today. Yeah. So, what are we talking about today?
We're talking about, can't we just find one show to watch together?
Mm-hmm. Can't we just find one? Yes.
Just one.
Just one
30-minute episode.
Just one.
Yeah.
And it seems like that should be easy.
It
doesn't
does. It does.
Yeah. Why has it been? I mean, like it's been sometimes
it's been hard for us sometimes. Yeah. It's been different tastes. Like
a
lot of times, opposites attract. So you have two people in a marriage that are different. You have different tastes, different schedules, different preferences. You've seen some. I've seen some.
True.
So finding that
and
one
some people have a really
thing.
big imagination, and some of those people, if they watch something a little bit scary or violent before they go to bed, they won't be able to sleep.
That's right. So there's a lot of factors.
Raise your hand if that's you.
Yeah.
That's me.
A lot of factors involved. But obviously, as we'll get into it, it's a bit more than just a show. It's about lifestyle patterns.
Yes.
And synchronicity. Can I say that?
Synchronicity. Yes, it completely is. So what is a show that you know that you love that I'm like, I would never. I could never.
Let's see. Yeah, there's probably, I need to sit and think actually, because there's a few of them that are so, of course, that I've never thought of them to ask you. You know what I mean? So I think Severance might be one.
Yes.
I think it's too dystopian thriller.
Yep. I cannot do dystopian.
Yeah, exactly. And too many cliffhangers, too many, wait, what just happened? Unresolved things. I mean, it's great storytelling, but if you're watching it at night, you're like, well, good night. Like that would never work for you.
No, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
It doesn't work for me. Even if like I do value like the character development.
Yeah.
But I have to like have a long buffer time between going to bed.
If it's not like light and airy, if it's not funny, if we're not laughing at it, you're like, and it's cartoon time.
Yes.
Literally. Yeah.
I will literally watch cartoons after a scary show.
Yeah.
And sometimes it doesn't even work. This is too much. I feel like I'm almost giving too much information about myself because I'm just like, oh my gosh, this feels personal. Like what you like isn't just about like, oh, please entertain me.
Right.
It's also like what, when you're escaping, reality, I guess, your everyday, what you want to do to escape says something about your reality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's true.
And I think there's a lot of moms that, can relate to not wanting to watch scary stuff. But have you seen all those memes about the moms that watch like horror? Or like they watch like
the murder
crime,
show. Yeah, absolutely.
They're like,
there's an SNL skit about that.
Yes, there is.
Yeah, totally.
There is. And I'm like, I don't want to watch that.
No.
So I don't know if
for
that's
everybody. I'm not into that either.
Yeah.
It's I just never have been. So how about for you? What's something that you watch that you're like, yeah, Josh is gonna want to do this?
I mean, it's my old shows that I've watched. Okay. Do you remember when I was watching The Golden Girls?
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
I didn't. So, a little bit on the sheltered side growing up.
Right.
Hippie homeschool, right? So there's stuff that I missed, right?
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
were watching E.T. as an adult, you guys. Okay,
Yeah.
that's literally the childhood. So I didn't watch The Golden Girls.
Uh-huh.
I didn't watch Cheers and Frasier.
Yeah.
And so then I started watching them.
Yeah.
And it was so
Right.
fun.
Right.
It was like, I don't know how to describe it because I wasn't that age, I wasn't in my 30s or 40s back then. But I felt nostalgic about it in a way that I couldn't really explain.
Right. And it's like, if I have to choose between something I haven't seen and like Golden Girls, I'm like, nah, I'm good.
So you don't want to watch the Golden Girls?
I don't, not on the rate. Like when we
No.
were talking about picking a show to watch together, that's an investment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
no, it
like,
totally
do
is.
I want to commit to that? No, I'm good. There's too many other things. And I kind of like being in the zeitgeist. Like, what are people talking? Oh, that sounds interesting.
Yeah.
And I'm not totally into that, but I'm also like, okay, I should watch that before someone spoils the ending for me because I want to watch it at some point.
Yes.
I'm going to pick that over Golden Girls.
Yeah.
Now,
No, okay,
some
totally.
throwbacks.
Yep.
Yeah. Like I think I also like to like have a show on when I'm doing admin work or something on my computer.
Isn't that usually something you have seen before, though?
It usually is.
Yeah.
Or something that I'm okay paying half attention to, that sort of thing. Background noise that like, yeah. So throwbacks,
How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah. The Office for the dozenth
Bazillion.
time. Yeah. I know the plot points. That's, yeah. So that's
I
me.
can't watch any story
So
while I'm doing admin. But anyway.
So what are some shows we have been able to watch together?
Oh,
and
I
even
mean,
are
so
caught up
I was
on?
actually thinking about that because
Okay.
there's been this like kind of burst of shows that have been more recent.
Yeah.
And they've been on these streaming platforms.
Right.
And I was like, what did we do before then? What were we watching before then? I mean, when early in our relationship was The Office.
The Office, yeah.
We
that was
both
big.
had this sense of humor, and I think that was kind of like, okay, we can
Yeah,
have,
right, yeah.
Because it's a specific kind of humor. But more recently, it's been Only Murders in the Building.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Ted Lasso.
Shrinking.
And Shrinking.
Was the latest one.
Loved Shrinking. Please come out with season 3. Please, please.
Yeah. They're doing a movie.
What?
I think they're doing a movie.
Shrinking movie?
No, wait, that's Only Murders. I'm getting them mixed up.
Only Murders is doing a movie?
They're doing a movie.
This is how I get my news, guys.
Anyway,
Just
so-
come on the podcast, get my news.
But to that point, so
Yes.
The Bear is something we're in the middle of. Like, I watched it, and now I'm restarting it
Yes.
to watch it with you because you're like, I've heard intense things. I
Yes.
don't know if my gosh, give it a shot. I think you'll love it. And it's like really good.
I really love it.
really
I
good.
was raised in the early days in the restaurant industry, so
Yeah.
there's a piece of it that feels familiar.
Yeah.
But the character development and the writing,
Oh, just wait.
how you
We're
get to know everyone.
We're like, what, 5 episodes in? It's just getting started.
It's so
yeah.
good. So that's been an interesting thing because you started watching it and you're like, I don't know what you're going to think. And now
Yeah.
we're circling back
Yeah.
to watch it together because once our kind of like set of shows, we went from Ted Lasso, Only Murders, Shrinking. I don't know if there's something else. But we were like, what do we do now?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And so you were like, I think you're going to like The Bear. And we really were trying hard to find something because we know this is important. You know, it's kind of like, what is it? Like we both can get in our own little worlds. We can get kind of independent.
Well, and I think going back to what did we watch after The Office, I
Yeah.
don't think we actually had anything
Really?
until about the pandemic
Oh my gosh.
because we were raising our kids. Like
Yeah.
their early days,
Uh-huh.
like we had babies and
Yeah.
new job, new church, all the stuff. You were up super early.
Yes.
So you were in bed by like 10:30.
Oh, you're right.
And I was
Yeah.
up a little bit later because that's when I would have like work quiet time. Everybody would go to bed and I get work done.
Yes.
And then do feedings or something like that.
Whoa.
So we probably had 10 years where we just did not really watch anything together. We would go out to movies and stuff,
Uh-huh. Yep.
but I don't think we sat and watched a lot of TV. Or we watched
Whoa.
movies with the kids or something like that. And then the pandemic came around.
Yeah.
Right? Ted Lasso, I think, was released about that time. that's when we started back on it.
Wow.
I think, if I'm remembering right.
I mean, it's like I don't remember that, and I think that's what's so weird is like you go, oh, there's these pockets of my life that I don't really like. What were we doing? I mean, yeah, we would put the kids to bed, and I think we would sometimes stay up and watch a movie.
We watch a movie usually,
yeah.
Or but like
read.
a show feels different, right? It feels like there's this, especially on streaming services where they kind of dump them all at once, and you can kind of binge them. So we can watch. Some nights we watch one episode. Other nights we watch like 3 at a time or whatever.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
And so it's a little bit different dynamic, and it really is like, you can even start talking about like. There's this thing with couples, like there's Netflix cheating or something.
Cheating.
Where they like watch ahead or something like that. Thankfully, we've been pretty faithful. I don't think either of us would like even dream of doing that.
No.
Because I would get the side eye and same.
I would never. I have read ahead a little bit sometimes with our weekly column.
Oh, sure.
We read a column together on Fridays. That when our schedule changes, we can't do it. Yeah. And so sometimes I like read into it a little bit.
Now we set a deadline. Okay, if it's Sunday night, you haven't read it, you're free.
Yes,
you can read it.
To have a deadline.
So funny.
Because, we like to sit on either side of the couch. And we like to make quips. We get to be like, oh my gosh, that's so annoying. Can you believe that? That's so funny. Yeah, because it's a comedy, a satire column.
Yeah. But these are like, this episode is about TV and it's not, right? It's about the bigger issue of like working hard to make sure your life sync up. Yeah. And I think that's the challenge. We had that challenge for a better part of a decade. Yeah. Is that we had to work really hard to stay synced together.
Yeah, we did.
Especially you're working out of town, basically. You've got an hour commute in total. I'm up late with the kids. You're up early for work. Like, that's the grind.
Man.
Of like, you feel like your railroad tracks that never intersect, right?
Yeah.
And so finding a show to watch, how many people actually have that? Because the bigger thing is like, are you just two individuals living your lives in proximity? Or are you intentionally making sure that you've got touch points, that you're intentionally seeking out time together, conversations together, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
And, like I said, we have not been perfect at all.
No.
I mean, there was a season, I think, where we struggled to even have dinner together as a family regularly.
Oh.
Because we just had things like every night, right?
It always felt like, we didn't have it in the calendar to eat together. And so then it was like, oh, yeah, I can do that meeting or I can do that event.
Right.
Sometimes there's, when kids' sports are going on.
Right, exactly.
Then you're eating some random thing at 8 p.m. I don't know. Those rhythms are just so hard.
It's true.
Part of it is just like how everything's always changing. Your schedule is changing all the time. I know we have a show, right?
Yeah.
That we finally picked.
Yeah.
And now we're like, what is the day that we watch it? Because it was, I think, Friday nights.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Typically, we would have
like
a date
teenager, pre-teenager that stay up till midnight plus some nights.
They stay up late.
And it's like we have one TV, so it's like it's our laptop or
which I'm fine with, but it's not as good of a experience.
Exactly.
So we have to like think ahead.
But I think the big point is, like, we would really want to. We have found a lot of joy and freedom in committing to times where we intersect, and committing to rituals where we intersect, and committing to a show.
Yes.
Or shows where we say that's our show together.
Yes. Absolutely.
So, and I think that's been really good for us. So.
Yeah. So there's like the we are watching this together.
Yeah.
What do you think? Is it? It's like you're creating syncing points. So like we're doing this. I think so.
I think it's like that's a fun thing.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Enjoyable thing to do together.
Yeah.
To like spend time together.
Yes.
And it's maybe not face-to-face time, but it's at least like we're sharing this experience together, and it's enjoyable.
Yes. Absolutely.
But I think we've done other things that I think have been really good too. Besides the show. I think off the top of my head. So we have Sabbath.
Yep.
We started Sabbath probably 2021, because I had a Sabbath on Monday. I was thinking it was, but then so anyway, but it was like, oh, this is my Sabbath, but not our Sabbath. So we shifted over to Friday night to Saturday night to our Sabbath. So we've had Sabbaths, but that was another point of like, we want to sync this up.
Yep.
And really have a Sabbath and celebrate a Sabbath, celebrate rest together.
Yes. Yes, that's been a really good one.
We have a weekly meeting, like you and I have a meetup where we plan the week. We do our meal prep and meal planning. We talk about the household, things like that.
Yep. Get the calendar synced up.
Yeah. Yep. And here's something we've done better more recently, better within the last 4 or 5 years, is date night. Mm-hmm. And I remember in the early days of us being married, just the two of us, you're like, we need regular date nights. Uh-huh. I'm like, every night's date night. We don't have what? It's just us. We just got married. We don't have kids.
That's a side eye comment there, gents. Don't be saying every night is date night. No.
But I'm so glad you pushed us into that, because it really set an expectation that we would spend time together. And early days of having kids, there's not much date nights going on. If you have to hire a sitter, it doubles. Right?
Oh
date
gosh,
night costs doubles.
Does,
so when I say we've done better in the last 5 or so years, it's because our kids can stay home for the hour or 2 hours. And so, once a week, typically we're out doing something. Mm-hmm. And then we come back and watch a show or something.
Yes.
I mean, a lot of times.
That's usually our show night. Yep.
And so that's been really good. So it is the bigger point that we're making is these touch points, rituals, shared experiences that in not just enhance a marriage, but I think like long term keep a marriage together, right?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Absolutely. I mean, it's those intersection points, right? So it's like if your life is a thread, then like, and you want to stay threaded with other people, you have to like cross over, like braid together, right? And so every time you're doing something, you're like, this is the meal that we're eating together, or we're all going to we went to see Superman at IMAX and we all went together.
That's right.
Or we're going to do a brunch we do brunch on Saturdays and
Saturday morning cartoons together.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or the Friday night date night in the show. It's like just in all those little moments that I think are that thread your lives together. And it helps you stay together, right? As opposed to just like a thread running parallel.
That's right.
And so I think the thing that for me, as a child who grew up like a little bit out of pop culture, right? Like I had to get caught up on pop culture once I moved to Kansas City from Oregon. And, I had my friends who were teachers, like Jazzy, who helped me understand. And what I realized is like when pop culture, not being part of it, not knowing the shows, it meant I was left out. It meant that people were having a common language and a common set of references that I didn't know. And so I think that when you have a common show, there's this like common language.
That's right.
There's this way of interpreting.
That's right.
There's people and characters that you can reference.
That's right. Quotable lines. Jokes.
Yes.
Running jokes. Yeah, all the things.
Yes. And even like, the bear is like making me think about food and like trying new food or thinking about cooking differently. And it's like, we have this shared experience. I remember when we would listen to, maybe it was podcasts. We would listen to Tim Ferriss. Yeah. And then you were thinking about cooking. And I was like, I have that reference. Like, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. And so it's not, these ideas aren't as foreign. Like we have these cultural references to ping off of that we can create a life and a shared experience. And so I feel like I know that from being kind of left out of it for a long time.
That's interesting.
You always had, you watched the shows and whatever. And I even still like have not been nostalgic about like Christmas Vacation. Like, I had to watch it as an adult.
Right.
And so I remember the first time I watched it and I'm like, I I was like, I don't get it, you know, because I don't feel nostalgic about it.
Yeah.
And so you have like, yes, it's funny, but also, and then you've become the dad who tries to do the Christmas lights and then you get it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So now I get those things from the midlife perspective. But yeah, it's like, it's a feeling of not speaking the same language. And I think that when you think about, okay, we need to create time together, we need to create shared experiences and shared language. And the shared language comes from having the same people, characters to reference, I think. Like, I mean, even with faith, right? You would say, well, we have our Bible characters, right? And they're people that we can reference, or like biographies that you read, or different things. Just like all of those things shape like how you see yourself and what you think of as possible. And so, yeah, I think that a shared show, it feels like in some ways somebody else already did it for you. You don't even have to read it out loud.
It's a quick lift, you know, in a lot of ways. And so obviously I think what we would tell people is, if you don't have a show, that don't assign meaning to whether or not you have a show to watch with your spouse. However, if you are needing, like, what are those steps to make sure your life is intertwined? If you wake up one day and realize, like, oh, I'm kind of siloed. My spouse is siloed. They have their life. I have my life. What do we do?
We're getting that feeling, like that growing apart feeling.
Right, exactly. That doesn't happen overnight.
No.
You know, and there are things you can do to intentionally, you know, you don't have to have an intervention, but you can make some suggestions. You can do some things to then take some steps. It doesn't have to be a show. You could do exercise. You know, you go for walks together, which is actually another thing we do. Once, twice, at least a week. We try and do some physical activity, that sort of thing. It could be reading a book together, a column, you know, that you read. What else? What other hobbies or activities or things that, you know, married couples do?
I mean, that's the thing. I feel like there's so many that are, it's usually tends to be like movement based. I mean, sometimes it'll be theater, or they'll go see like, you know, do art or more, something. But
more high culture than pop culture sort of things. More power to you. That's awesome.
Good. Yeah. I mean, I plan to get more into that. Honestly.
Oh, absolutely.
Like I go see symphonies and things.
Absolutely.
My parents do that. You know, the ballet or the symphony. I would like to do that.
You could start a podcast. All the cool kids are doing it.
We do have, yes. Oh my gosh. The married couple
Actually,
podcast.
we know another married couple that has a podcast.
Yes. None but all of us.
Yeah, there you go.
Darren and Tracy Emery.
Appreciate
Shout out
y'all.
to you guys.
Yes.
I mean, gosh, there's so many things.
Travel is a big one.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Finding places to travel together, having experiences outside of your home base.
Yes, that's really major. Good. I think, like, if you think about life that you're doing like on an ongoing basis, and then the kind of like short bursts or kind of concentrated immersive time, you need different kinds of things.
That's right.
So sometimes it's like working on a project, like we're both gardening or let's work on this, you know, thing in the house.
That's true.
And we kind of both have that feeling of
like, I
did that.
If you can do that without adding a lot of stress, that would be the one caveat I would say. Taking on gardening or some house project is like, if that's your kind of foray into doing things together, you probably don't have the relational trust built up in the trust bank to like withstand disagreements about cabinet colors or
just work style.
Just work style. I'm ready to start working. I'm relaxing now. So you might have to start small.
Or like the one, like I tend to be like, oh, okay, it's pretty good. And you're like, I don't want there to be any paint on the ceiling. And I'm like, there's going to be some paint on the ceiling. And like, maybe we're going to get it off. Like, it's not the best. Like, don't hire me to paint your house. But, you know.
Hence my points.
That's what I mean, though. Like, we sometimes will be like, that's your project, right? Or that. And we'll come in together and we'll do it You've helped me with some landscaping stuff. I really appreciate it. But you're right. If we didn't have these other
and
intersections.
You have a couple projects where you just did it.
Yep.
You're like, I'm not waiting for it. I'm just doing it.
Yeah, sometimes I get
it actually works for me. That's okay.
The burst of energy.
Oh, yeah.
You know? And I'm like,
I'm not quite ready. And you're like, well, I'm done. So,
Yep.
Good deal.
Yep.
It works.
We do that sometimes. But yeah, if you don't have those like fun intersections where it's like, oh, I like you.
Right.
You remember like you're laughing the same jokes or something,
Right.
you're doing something that's fun or lighthearted together. You remember that you like your people. You're not just that you love them, you like them.
Right.
And I think that's
you enjoy spending time with them.
Yeah. That's everything.
Absolutely.
Yep. Okay.
Any other thoughts on that?
I mean, no. I think this is
Kind of show. I'd love to hear different shows.
Yeah. What should we be watching next? We always have that section.
Yeah.
Like, what are you reading, watching, listening to?
That's right.
And so we already told you what we're reading, watching, and listening to. We kind of gave up the.
It's true.
I don't know if I have anything else that I watch the Josh Johnson every week on YouTube and Daily Show, but I've already said that.
Oh, true.
That's what I'm watching.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm reading, just started a Ronald Rolheiser book.
Oh, cool.
Let me see if I can grab the title real quick. It is The Deeper Journey. So it is spirituality for the second half of life, basically.
Cool. Like, oh my gosh,
really,
he's so good.
Digging into bringing out your true self and knowing that distinct from your false self. So it's the long transformational character work we do or are called to do in the latter half of life.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Well, this is all we talk about.
Personal transformation and growth.
You are so good about reading some of those things. He reads so much faster than I do. So it's like, oh my gosh, you can like digest it. I'll be like, how was that book?
Yeah.
You're like my personal ChatGPT, but you're not making crap up.
That's awesome.
So
yeah, I'm not
I'll be like,
hallucinating
give me
as much.
the.
I can't say if it's 100% accurate, but I'm confident that it sounds. You'll
and
think
I know
it's
your
accurate.
values,
That's true.
with chat, don't really know. You
like
find their values out.
Silicon Valley tech bros, their values.
Yeah, you're like, I don't really want all those values.
Yeah.
Nope. Anyways, so I don't think I have anything specific besides the bear, but I have really appreciated that story.
That's been good.
So
good. Well, what's bringing you life right now?
It's just I'm resetting to get outside and do some gardening and walking, just being outdoors because I'm doing more remote work and more remote therapy and things like that. So like good. Being in front of a screen, it's like making me want to do it. And I got my Garmin back. Thank you for finding it.
Yes.
So now I know how many steps I'm taking and it's like helping me be more motivated. So outdoorsy stuff. What about you?
Yeah, we have a trip to Colorado in a few weeks and I look forward to that. I need kind of mid-range planning things to like look forward to. I just really function best. So going hiking and doing some of those things. I like planning the trips and I like hiking and it's prompting me to get out and run a bit more than I had been.
Yes, you've been doing great with that.
And so, it's bringing me life.
Good for you.
Yeah,
yes.
Thanks.
Bravo to Josh for that.
There's one more thing that is news to our household that we can't tell anybody yet. So in about 4 weeks, we'll have a new what's bringing us life, hopefully.
Okay.
But it will be something fun and new that we'll be able to talk about, but I can't right now.
Oh my gosh, that's so is that like a Donald Trump move? Like in 2 weeks I'm gonna say something, but I'm not saying it now.
It's gonna be 4 weeks.
I need to deflect the current news cycle into this other thing. Anyway, no, this is not that. This is fun.
It's fun.
But we can't tell you. But you can just look forward to it. So tune in. Keep tuning in.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll give some hints. Maybe. All right. Well, this was light, and also, we have a little depth to it. So check out The Bear. Highly recommend.
Yeah.
And please drop your recommendations into the comments on social media or wherever you're listening or watching. We want to know what you think we should watch next.
And also think about leaving us a rating or a review if you like our interactions here. And think about sharing it as well. We appreciate you all tuning in.
Yes.
And we'll catch you next time.
This is the In the Middle podcast with Josh and Sarah Siders. Visit inthemiddlecoaching.co for other resources, courses, and helpful tools.